Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're going to be showing you guys where every single starter is going to be here in June of 2024. Now again, this is June 2024. Things could change. This is as updated as possible as of the time of recording this video, and hopefully this video goes up, as soon as possible. But yeah, I want to show you guys basically how to get through and where to catch every single starter in every single region in POKEMMO so far. And we do have the Johto starters in different locations as well. So this video is not redundant for older videos and things like that. I wanted to give you guys an updated version because starters are very cool. They're kind of like the backbone of Pokemon, and so if you don't have them, if you're looking for them, yeah, this video could be a good resource for you. So feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's get into it. Alright, starting us off here is going to be Bulbasaur. Starting off in the wild locations, we take a look in the Pokédex in Viridian Forest using a lure. What is a lure? First off, I would recommend stocking up on a bunch of these expert lures, okay? They cost 1,500, sell for 750, don't sell them. Basically, you encounter rates 10% more, and then there's your foes, your opponents basically are slightly stronger. And there's a 5% chance to encounter lure exclusive species. So the reason for that is that most of the starters, like let's say take a look at Charmander, I'm pretty sure all of the starters, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, I'm pretty sure all the starters require lures at this point. And so yeah, they honestly are going to sell for a little bit more. Let's just take a look real quick. Bulbasaur. Let's take a look at the females. Bulbasaur going for pretty cheap. Charmander going for pretty cheap as well. And Squirtle probably a little more. Yeah, Squirtle's a little rare. But I'm basically going to show you guys where every single one of them is. So first off, let's take a look at Squirtle. You're going to start off in Pewter City. Go ahead and go on down through here. And boom, you're in the Viridian Forest. What I would do here is basically hotkey something to your toolbar up here. I would hotkey a lure. I'm not going to do this because I just don't want to waste the lures on this video, but you would use a lure and just run back and forth in this piece of grass until you catch a Bulbasaur. So that is the first spot. You're going to go to Viridian Forest. Next up is going to be Charmander. As you can tell here, Charmander, Kanto, Route 3, using a lure. It's going to be at level 11. So we're going to go ahead and fly on over to Route 3. The best way to do this is to go ahead and fly to Mount Moon. This area is going to be Route 4. You're going to go ahead and go on down here, pop a lure, and run back and forth in this piece of grass just like that. And my best recommendation is to lead with a sweet scent Pokemon, like I showed you on the GTL just now. Like let's take a look at Squirtle. Squirtle as a male is only going for 2k, as you can tell, kind of low. 2k, 3k maybe. However, as a female, boom, 11, 12k. So if you're getting these Pokemon for profit, or if you're trying to breed a certain Blastoise for gym runs, or Charizard for fun, or something like that, or even if you're just shiny hunting, I'd recommend a male Q-Charm Pokemon, right? Any male Pokemon that has the ability Q-Charm, I'd make sure it's as high level as possible. Although for these starters, you really don't need it too high level, but I would recommend getting it as high as possible. And again, make sure to have a catching Pokemon. It doesn't really matter. I would go with anything with False Swipe and Spore. Just in case, I do bring a Ghost type in case of normal type moves, or if they struggle to death, you can always switch over to a Ghost type and it'll outlive it. For your specific grass types that you cannot Spore, I would bring a Smeargle with Soak, False Swipe, Spore, and Soak. This is incredibly useful for the main reason of being able to put certain Pokemon to sleep, as well as turning them into a water type. And so if you're struggling to catch a specific starter, I would actually recommend using a net ball. I can't type. A net ball. Basically, it's a somewhat different ball that works better on water and bug types. And with the ability Soak, or with the move Soak, Smeargle is actually going to turn everything into a water type. As you can tell here, shoots a torrent of water at the target and changes the target type to water. So yeah, you basically Soak everything that you're trying to catch. If it's a water type already, obviously you don't need to. And boom, there you go, if you're struggling with that. So yeah, Route 3 here in Kanto is where you're going to catch Charmander. Next up is Squirtle. It's going to be at Route 24 at level 17. So we're going to go ahead and go on over to Route 24. The good thing is it's right above Cerulean City. The good thing I'm going to say about this is if you're still in the storyline for this game, it's really easy to kind of run into stuff. Right here is Route 24. Again, you're just going to pop a lure, I think there's a good amount of people down here doing it. You just pop a lure, run back and forth on this piece of grass down here, and boom, you're eventually going to catch a Squirtle. And like I said, it's good money. Quick note about this area is that there is Abra also in this area. And if you're a fan of this channel, you'll notice that I actually did catch a shiny Abra. However, I had to use a Master Ball because Abra has Teleport. Yes, Teleport is going to basically make sure it escapes. And you don't want a shiny escaping on you, that's for sure. So in order to mitigate that, I would bring a Pokemon with Arena Trap. A good Pokemon like that is going to be Dugtrio. That's the first thing I can think of. But anything with Arena Trap will work. So just be careful if you're in this area going for Squirtle, because you may potentially run into a shiny Abra or something like that. And, you know, I didn't think I was going to run into it, and yet I did. So, you know, you can never be too cautious. All right, with that being said, we're going to run on over to the Johto starters, starting off in Route 31 for Chikorita. So I'm going to go ahead and fly on over to Vermilion, and we're going to go ahead and go on over to Johto. If you don't know how to change regions for some reason, and you're watching this video, boom, there you go. You just go to this guy in Vermilion. And again, we're going to go on over to Chikorita. So this is actually going to be one of my first times. Again, you need a lure. Route 31 is where you're going to start. Forgive me, I have no clue. Oh, it's around here. Okay. Looks like you can go to Violet City. Go ahead and fly there, go on bike or run, whatever, to the right, and boom, down here is where you're going to be able to experience, like this guy has, a shiny Chikorita. Not shiny, but any Chikorita. And again, keep your sweet scent Pokemon, not sweet scent, Q-Charm Pokemon rather. All right, so that's Chikorita. Next up is Cyndaquil. You're going to be going to Route 33. The best way to Route 33 is actually going to be going over to Azalea Town down here on the bottom of your map and going ahead and going to the right. You're going to go ahead and go here until you see this piece of grass, and boom, Route 33. Like we said, is where Cyndaquil is. Route 33 at level 15 using a lure. Unfortunately, I don't know how much I would recommend actually like going for shinies this way. It's gonna be kind of expensive, a lot of lures, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff that you probably are not gonna want. But that's where it is if you do want to go for it. Next up is Totodile, and again, it's at Route 32. So the good thing is that they're all relatively close together. I would go ahead and go on over to this city. It is Violet City yet again, and this time you're gonna go ahead and go down. I believe it's gonna go, okay, sorry, so you're gonna go left and then down. Sorry, I'm not as familiar with the Johto region, but yeah, go ahead and go in down here, and boom, Route 32, pop a lure, make sure to pop lures, and yeah, go ahead, do that. And right here to the right here is where you're going to experience Totodiles, and I believe Totodile is going to be a pretty expensive shiny, if I'm not shiny, female. Oh wow, it's actually not. Totodile used to be much more expensive, but guess not. Cyndaquil also not super crazy, and Chikorita also not super crazy. So the Johto starters really aren't super overwhelming or anything like that, which is good for, you know, your budget players. Let's move on over to the Hoenn region to take a look at the starters over there. So yep, I'll see you in one quick sec. All right, for Hoenn, starting off here is Treecko, number 1 in Petalburg Woods. Again, you need a lure. We're going to start off in Petalburg City and go ahead and go on over here. This is actually one of my shiny hunts. This is actually going to be, yeah, I was thinking about it the other day, and I realized how much I really dig shiny Sceptile, and boom, as you can tell, this is a kind of a common spot, mainly because you can get a lot of good stuff here. You can get Shroomish, you can get a lot of the bug types, the Hoenn bugs like Wurmple, as well as obviously a Treecko. So definitely a cool little spot. Take advantage of this spot. It's one of the best single encounter spots in the game for if you're like a late game player. So let's move on over to the next Pokemon, which is Torchic. Torchic's actually another really cool one. It's going to be in Route 112. I would love to get one, but I don't know if I have really the time or that much of an interest, but that's besides the point. We're starting off here in Laveridge Town, and I believe it was in Route 112. Yes, let me just double check. I believe it's actually up. No, sorry. That's Jagged Pass. We're not going there. I believe it's actually over here. Yes, this sounds familiar. I did a loot from 1 hour, I believe, of Torchic in this spot. So you're gonna pop a lure, go on this piece of grass, run back and forth. Torchic, I believe, I could be completely wrong. Let's check Torchic prices. 5K for male. Yeah, females about 10k. Unfortunate. It used to be more. What else are we looking at here? We are looking at Treecko. Treecko, I'm sure, is not super expensive. Yeah, about 3k for female. That's kind of nuts. And the last one is Mudkip, which is surprisingly really expensive for a female. Oh my goodness, 70k for one female. Holy moly. Let's just take a look at regular males, about 4k, 5k. Wow, if you really want to just turn a profit, just buy these Mudkips and turn them into females, dude. Oh my god, some people are really wanting some Swamperts or something. It sounds like Mudkip is kind of crazy. Let's go take a look at where we can get one of those. Route 104. Actually, I don't remember if I've actually hunted a Mudkip. It looks like it's going to be here in Rustboro City. This could be an interesting money-making test if anybody wants to go ahead and put this to the test. But yeah, it looks like Route 104. I don't quite know where the grass is. Oh, it looks like it's back here. Let me double check. Is it in the water? It's in the grass. Wow. I'm thinking it's in here then. Yeah, I would pop a lure. It looks like nobody's in here. Yeah, I would pop a lure with a cute charm Pokemon. This is actually kind of a decent video idea. I might try this and just see how much I can make off Mudkips, because that's kind of crazy. If anyone wants to do that in the comment section, feel free to. You know, I'm not gatekeeping it. But yeah, go ahead and check out the Mudkip market, man. That's crazy. But yeah, for those of you who are still interested in this video in particular, hopefully you're enjoying it. Let's go ahead and head on over to Sinnoh. We've got 2 more regions to go, and then we'll call it there. But let's move on. I just want to take you guys around the Poke World, and let's show off the next starters. Turtwig. I believe Turtwig, the Sinnoh starters in general, it's going to be Route 208. The Sinnoh starters in general, I feel like aren't as desired. You know, I don't know if that's just me. Let me know in the comments section down below. I feel like many people actually don't particularly care about them. So anyway, you're going to start off here in Hearthome City. You're going to go down. You're going to go left. Excuse me, and you're going to go ahead and keep going left until you hit 208, which is here. It looks like there's a decent amount of people hunting here, but anyway, again, don't forget your lure, don't forget your Sweet Scent Pokemon, and not Sweet Scent, I keep saying that, False Swipe Spore Pokemon, as well as a Smeargle with Soak, just in case, especially for your grass types. It's most important for your grass types. But yeah, there you go, Turtwig over here at Route 208. Next up is Chimchar. Chimchar is actually a really cool shiny. I'm not against it, you know, I'm not against going for something like that. It's going to be over at Route 211, which I believe is right here. Yes, it's going to be over here, starting off in Celestic Town. You're going to go ahead and go on down. I believe it is around, and then you're going to go right here. Looks like there's a couple people shiny hunting, it looks like. Yeah, but yeah, it looks like they're Sweet Scent horning here. I'm not quite sure why. There's also a Honey Tree encounter. I'm kind of tempted to do it, but I won't do it for the purposes of this video. I think I was going for something else in the meantime. But that's where your next fire type is. That's where Chimchar is. Next up for the last one is going to be Piplup. It's Route 213. Piplup is honestly not going to be one of my favorite shinies to go for. I feel like there's just like other things I'd rather go for. However, I would say it's probably going to be pretty cool to go for like a money from, you know, an hour of Piplup, or a money from, you know, blah blah blah. It looks like not many people are hunting here. Nobody's single encountering or anything like that. Yeah, I don't think people are really going for Piplup. Let's take a look at the market for these Sinnoh starters. Starting off here at Piplup is 2k for a male, 3k, and 6k. Yeah, really not much. Next up is Turtwig, 4.5 for a female. Last one is Chimchar. Ooh, 15k. Wow, it looks like maybe people are looking for Infernape. That could be kind of a decent one. Let's take a look at the males. 9k for Infernape or Chimchar males. Wow, that's interesting, dude. This could be juicy. This could be really juicy. I'm really tempted to go for Chimchar now. This is kind of like a cool way to kind of just check and see like potential money makers at the same time, you know, even if you have all the starters and you're just curious where they are or whatever, this could be an interesting money making strategy. So far it looks like Mudkip and Chimchar. If people are trying to hunt for those or shiny hunt those, those might be the ones to go for. It looks like people are maybe like 1 or 2 people is going for a shiny Chimchar or shiny Mudkip. So keep your eyes peeled for that. You could have a potential, you know, constant seller in that department, and that would be a constant inflow of money if so. So yeah, I feel like going for it yourself, if you were like that, it might not be the easiest thing, but Anyway, we're off here in Unova. This is going to be the last region, starting off at Snivy. I believe the Unova Pokemon are going to be a little more, I would say, more expensive. So starting off here at Snivy, Unova, Pinwheel Forest. Again, bring your lure, level 20. I believe Pinwheel Forest is to the left. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and go on over here. And I believe I could have went down. It looks like here is where it's potential. You could go for it here. Looks like there's more grass down here. Yeah. So Pinwheel Forest, go ahead and go in here, level 20. Use lures, use a Q-Charm Pokemon. Let's take a look at the Pokemon. I'm kind of curious now about the prices. Wow, Snivy males are 8K. That's pretty high. Females, wow, only 12K, 13K. Not quite as high as I thought they were going to be. While I'm here, let's take a look at Tepig. Let's take a look at the Tepig. Wow, there's only one for 3K. Kind of tempted to pick that up. At the same time, I don't really need it. I don't really care about flipping it. It's like, what, 4K profit. Not the biggest deal. And the last one is Oshawott. I remember making a video on Oshawott. Yeah, female Oshawott. People are hunting for Oshawott. It's always kind of in high demand. I don't know why, but yeah, even males are 6K. I think I was right. I think the Unova starters are for some reason like super, you know, super encouraged to go for. So it looks like the Tepig spot changed as well. It's now at Route 3 in the Unova region. So you're going to go ahead and start off at Striation. Go ahead and go on left and up to here. And boom, Route 3. It looks like pop a lure here. And you can kind of go for a Tepig right here. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. And lastly is Oshawott over at the cold storage. This is kind of a higher level. I believe cold storage is here. Yep. So you're going to start off in Driftvale City. This is going to be a level 26. Driftvale City. Go ahead and go on left, sorry, left, down, down, down. Keep going down, go left. Boom. Now you're in cold storage. Right here is where you can go ahead and go for Oshawott. So yeah, guys, that's basically going to do it for this video. I had a lot of fun making this actually, and it's kind of interesting. I feel like I've been, like, if I can rant for a little bit here, I feel like I've been a little burnt out on PokeMMO, just a little bit. It just hasn't had the same, like, charm for me. That's funny, I'm using, like, a Q-Charm Pokemon. And I don't want to make, like, an entire video on this, but I think, like, making content kind of keeps me, like, in check, kind of keeps me like, oh, yeah, remember, you know, you do like playing this game, even though, you know, I'm 10K drive for a shiny, I'm going for Beldums, and I'm still not getting that. I can show you guys some Beldum progress right here because, you know, the real fans are the ones who are sticking around until the end of this video. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're still here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my Beldum progress because I did another huge batch. I'm gonna bring out my Chandelure and boom, as you can tell, I'm on my last legs here. I've got what, 6 more eggs plus these 5 left to go, and boxes and boxes full of Beldums, man, full of Beldums. Very sad that, you know, it didn't come out the way I wanted. You know, obviously I wanted a shiny Beldum. I'm going for it, doing everything I possibly can, and sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know, and it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to just be like, just give up and, you know, do something else. But I think making content, you know, getting engaged with the community, these kinds of things are kind of giving me life, kind of making things more interesting in this game for me yet again. So I appreciate the recent support. We just hit 3,700 subscribers, and I appreciate you guys so much for that. The Pokemon Nuzlocke that I'm doing is on pause. I don't think people are into that. I might make that like a live stream game because I'm gonna have some more time going forward, and so I might be able to like live stream it. Maybe I'll make it like, you know, if you come into the stream you can watch it or something like that. I don't know if I'll make videos on it. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. I appreciate you guys very, very much for watching. Thank you so much. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I said that a lot, I'm so sorry. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of the day. Peace, and peace.